Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the RaceKraft Simulations V8 Veterans Split 4 Friday night chook raffle. I am John Van Ree, and tonight I have some very special callers in with me, Mr. Mark Dial, Mr. Michael Hayes, and Mr. Peter Kelly. How are we, gentlemen?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate.
Oh, well, thank you.
And, of course, this is the final round. This is it. This is the non-drop round. This is the main one that we've all come to see. And I think we might just start by painting a championship picture here. And, of course, Abel Verban is the man, the myth, the legend leading this championship from 32 points from the Greek god himself, Yusuf Korofidis from Unhinged. He's only 3 points ahead from the TikTok sensation, Peter Wilkinson, in third from Locked On Lads. Peter Kelly, of course, from Team VGA in here with us tonight in fourth. In fifth, Darren Freer ditched us last night to go and sit in the rain today in Adelaide. Don't know which one I'd choose. And equal fifth with him is Pete Morris from Fishy Motorsports. He's had a great season for a guy who has suffered a bit of injuries along the way. And in seventh is Darren Walden from Angry Birds. Eighth is you, Hazy. You're in the shot still, mate. You're not too far away from it. There could be glory here. And then in ninth is Kevin. Yeah, sorry.
I was going to say, I need a miracle, but let's see what happens.
There could be one coming. Kevin O'Neill, Chaos himself from We Race, sitting in ninth. Simon Black, he's not with us tonight. Still recovering from that big accident last week at Red Bull Ring. Apparently, a brake failure that he had has systemically fallen over to round 10. Very upset about it, I know that much, but a huge shout out to Blackie as well, who last week was put into the Australian Sim Racing Group Hall of Fame, and an absolute worthy contributor to that, at getting that one as well, Simon. So congratulations to that. And of course, Jay Kennedy, who, with SimSpeed, who does all of our Split One broadcasts as well. Huge thank you and a huge congratulations to him for that honour. Pico from Pico Industries, if you didn't see it on Friday night last week, it was the 6-minute apology to Dave Baldock. I actually spoke to Dave about it. Dave cried. Pico cried. I think I cried. And I think if you didn't cry watching it, guys, there's something wrong with you. It was one of the best apologies you're ever going to see. So next time someone just gets in Discord after the race and general chat and just goes, sorry, and leaves it at that, not good enough. You're going to have to take it up to Pico's level. Steve Williams from DPR, the man who was leading his championship for a fair long time before he went away, and he is sitting down in 12, just ahead of the entertainer himself, Robbie Williams. Some guy called Dave Baldock, never heard of it, he's in 14th. Dougie Wright is in 15th. Timmy Verme 16th. 17th is Darren Friend. 18th is Ben Reed. 19th is Shelton. And Craigie Rose rounds out the 20. But you can see, if you look on the right side column, there are a lot of single figures there. So this championship has not been decided. There's a lot up for grabs. Don't forget, this is a non-drop round as well. And also that means that anything can go. But also don't forget, when you're thinking about the big picture, drop rounds don't come into the non-drop round for round 10 doesn't come into contention when we start talking about rankings for who's going up and who's going up at the end of the season, which we'll talk about later as well. Let's have a quick look at the track. I'm getting myself tongue-tied here, but we will start on the start-finish straight and head down into the Coca-Cola curve. Of course, this is Sachsenring in East Germany. This was the playground of the great Gunther von Nordschleife. This is where his father would go out and beat him around the track and make him really work hard to become the great champion that he became. It was this track that set him up for Nordschleife, where he went and won the 1969 World Touring Car Championship, and then went into oblivion where no one saw him again until he rocked up here at V8 Bets. And then we go through turn 2 after Coca-Cola curve into the Castrol Omega curve, down into the hill, a big sweeping turn. We then come up over the hill into another left-hander at turn 4, and then we turn into Sternquil through 5 and 6, another 2 left-handers. And just to make it a bit more enjoyable, we'll go through turn 7, another left-hander. Turn 8, another left-hander, got to get it right. Just in case if your left hand's not sore yet, we'll turn through turn 9 on the left. A nice little sweep through the bottom of the hill. You get that right, get the power on early. Sets you up through the fast-flowing turn 10, where we get to crank our hand through again. And then we get into turn 11, where we've now had to turn right. Feels a bit odd, I know. I know how those Americans feel now after those sequence of corners. And then we come down the hill into the fast section curve. It is a great little corner. Get it right. You got to pull it back into about third gear. Keep it out of that sand trap. Very hard for myself racing around this place. There was so much sand. It was so exciting just to stay out of it. And of course, if you have a look down the creek there, you might have seen the ghost of Gunther. Rumour has it he was actually at the track last night in one of the pit boxes working. You might find out about that a bit later in the evening. We then come up the hill into turn 13. Very, very interesting corner to get right as you're going up, rising over the apex as you go through the corner and up the hill. Even harder to get up into the pits there, of course. Big rise and climb up there. Big brick wall along the pit straight. And then we go across the start-finish line. We might have a quick look at the flyby as we'll throw that up. Of course, a big thank you again to Mr. Will Wilson. He's out tonight in the Beechcraft King Air 350. Absolutely beautiful aircraft, commonly used for aeromedical work in Australia. And, of course, the last time a Wilson flew over this place, I believe, was back in 1944 with the 100. And I don't think it quite looked like that at Sachsenring. Beautiful little track. You can see the layout of it. It is definitely a place. You can see that fast downhill in around the bushes there. You can see the back of the pits. It is a very interesting place to come racing. Any thoughts on the circuit, lads?
It was a tough track.
It was.
Get your head around.
I will say there was some really good sections, but there were some really annoying sections. I think the first few sectors were horrible, but the back few with the flowing fast corners were great.
It absolutely was very exciting. I think that back section there, that first few sections are bloody tough to get right. Even turn one was just hard to bring it into at times. Anyway, we might have a quick look now at our grid, because I think this is going to be very interesting. This is going to set the evening up, I think, and we'll hide that one as well. So on pole is the man leading the series, Abel Verban from Sim RacerHQ. Sitting next to him, Shane Patterson from WKMP Sim Sports. Absolutely rocket out of nowhere. No one saw Pato coming for this one. Absolutely hats off to him. Great to see him starting the show. Some of the stuff that I think the boys at WKMP know he can do. Pete Wilkinson got the TikTok fan club absolutely excited, sitting on the second row for Locked On Lads or Locked On Racing in P3. Lined up alongside Carl Pickering, Pico Industries in P4 on the second row. He has worked really, really hard to get himself there. And then we go to the third row. We have Jeff Eddy from Team AJR. And if anyone is out there Saturday morning, I hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving yesterday. And, of course, if you are down at Stands and you're watching this, your wife said you can buy the Harley. You can put all the accessories on it. It's a late Thanksgiving's gift. It is yours. Done, dusted, deal is sorted. Just talk to Jeff. And then, of course, he's sharing that third row with you, Hazy, from Unhinged. And then, of course, on the fourth row is you, Pete, from Team VGA, alongside Yusuf Korafides from Unhinged Sim Sports. Then go to the fifth row. Vaughan Robinson from Southern Cross Racing's got himself in the game, and he's lined up alongside Joseph Grenshaw from Unhinged. Three unhinged guys sitting on the inside row. What can happen? That's all I'm going to say. We move on to the sixth row. Dougie Wright from Old Mates and Sons lines up alongside the entertainer himself, Mr. Robbie Williams. Keep an eye on this guy tonight. I think he could be a dark horse. As we go over the page from the Player One racer himself, Bruce Galloway from W2 Motorsports, running solo tonight. No Darren Freer there to back him up. Going to be absolutely hard work for him, but I know Will be in there spotting for him. He lines up alongside Ash Hall from Quantum Racing. Ash getting himself on the seventh row. That is a great result for him. On the eighth row, Darren Wilder from Angry Birds Racing lines up alongside We Racers Kevin O'Neill. Kevin O'Neill, I know he sets Dave Baldock as his benchmark, so he's a few rows ahead here, so I think Kev would be pretty happy. And then we go to the ninth row with Anthony Rivet from SLS Racing, lining up alongside Darren Vermey from 1MLT. On the 10th row is Anita Buckland from Old Mates and Sons, lining up alongside Quantum Racing's Craig Rose. On the 11th row, Tim Vermey from 1MLT lines up alongside David Baldock from WKMP, Dave 37 Racing. On the 12th row, John Van Ree from WKMP lines up alongside Fishy Motorsports' Pete Morris. And we go over the page. We then have Brendan McLean from BMAC Racing on the 13th row, lining up alongside Timmy Hall from Player One. And then we have on the next row, David Logstaff from Team AJR, lining up from Dale Harvey from Unhinged Sim Sports. Jamie Dyke has the boss man, Dave Coleman, back with him in race control tonight. Look out, though. I've got a feeling Dave did this field, but Dyke is in control. We have Rob Baxter starting from pit lane. Look out for Bax. He's got a lot of work to do. I know he's got big games to try and get here and looking forward to making the most of it. Timmy Lawson was driving the safety car, so I think he could be in for a big night, just saying. And then, of course, we have Phil Marsh, who was in there spotting for you again, Hazy, with Unhinged. But how is Marshy going, mate? Is he back next season? That is the story.
He's been doing lots of laps, and he's definitely enrolled to come out on track next season. So, yeah, I think he's pretty chuffed about it.
That is awesome news coming back from the back injury that he had. I'm glad to hear that. So that is the grid. It is a small one tonight. We're supposed to have 50-odd guys on track. I don't know where most of them are. I'll probably do if I go back through the notes. But it is going to be an absolute cracker of a race. As I just make sure I turn everything on. Any thoughts on the grids though, guys?
I was going to say, Hazy, I think your miracle is in 22nd place.
My miracle's in 22nd place.
Yeah.
Being, what's that, Dave?
Hang on. Here he is. Here he is. This is the one. I need a miracle. I need a hero.
I think that's where your miracle's coming from.
Yeah. I was just happy to be somewhere in that top 10 for the start because it's a tricky track to get around anyone. So
well,
I wanted to be
I
in the
agree
top
with
10
that.
for a start.
I agree wholeheartedly. To be within top 10 for the start, that's all you want around here.
Such a short dash to turn one. That was my worry with this one. And knowing from what I did officials and I did Oz sprints, and from both races, just the carnage in lap one, turn one. Anything is possible. But you know what I reckon? That was the other thing we didn't say. This is a 42-lap race. So this is the unusual concept. It's a non-drop round. And it's an unusual concept for us to do a sprint race. Normally I throw in an Enduro or a 250 for the finale to make everyone work for it. But this time I've gone with the sprint race format just to try and mix it up. And with an unknown track that we have here at Sachsenring, that was the plan. Anyway, I reckon we might light the wick on this one, boys, and see what happens.
Sounds good.
Hopefully the sound is right. We'll crank it a fraction there. We'll see.
Let's hope it's not an explosive candle. Light it up.
Let's get ready to launch these things.
I can not hear sound. I'm just going to pause for a second. We'll stop right there. I was told you there's one thing I didn't check, Hazy. Just please bear with me for 1 second. And of course, the big problem I have is I do too many other things where I need to turn my replay sound down so I can talk to others about other things going on in races. Yeah, let's light the wiki on it. We'll start again. Take two. That is much better. We are away. It is a great start there from Pato. A little bit bogged down from Verban. Patterson's going to hold the line into the first corner. It looks like it's going to be Wilkinson coming around the outside. And we'll see how long that lasts. But Verban is going to get himself under control. Pato is gone. Hayes under pressure. And definitely looks like he's going to hold that out. He's got Wilkinson in front, Kelly behind. Pickering's hanging onto this group as well. Pato's nearly out to 0.6 of a second here. Verban trying to hang on. That gold member car itself is looking very, very, very under control at the moment. It's going to go a bit further back. Pickering dropping back a little bit from Kelly. Kelly tucked up behind Hayes. So definitely starting to settle into this back section of the circuit that we're talking about before the track opens up a fair bit. Then we see a few boys side by side down the back getting a bit racy. But the boys up the front all starting to move out a little bit. Pato holding off Verban at this stage. But that was a great start. Verban bogged it up a little bit. Pato's going to hang on to it. Hey, Pato continuing on down the line here. He's going to lead it out for the first time. Wilco's going to come through in P3. Jeff Eddy's dropped 2 spots down to 7th, so there's a couple of losers. They're going to go down to Anthony Rivet. He's side by side with Walden. Oh, he's just clipped.
Oh.
That has created a bit of carnage through turn 1. Watch this. Bulldog around the outside. Misses 1, misses 2. Look at Bulldog go. Who said that guy can't? Who said he can't drive?
Copy that. We'll have a look at it.
And of course, I'm going to have the voice tonight of the great Dave Coleman in the background. Might even get to hear Jamie Dyke if we're really lucky. Fun job, John. Hey, the field's starting to settle down just a little bit at the moment. So still a few battles starting to pop up. Absolute sprint race format. 2 compulsory pit stops tonight. Maximum tank. So if you wanted to, you can stop this lap, stop the next lap and get home. So interesting format we're running. He's going to go back here. Bruce Galloway getting a bit racy with Joseph Grenshaw. Grenshaw tucks in behind nicely. Right beside him. Plenty of stones on track as well. Oi! Let's have a look at that. Don't do it, Gnome. Yeah, I think he just did it.
Guys in the chat reckons he's normally only good for 4 laps. Hopefully he's good for a few more than that tonight.
Yeah, he should be better than that.
Is that Shane Paddo? Is that the right Paddo?
Yep.
That's the right Paddo.
That's right, Paddo.
That's our race leader. Rumour has it he had a special spotter last night. Somebody who knows his track intricately. Knows every ripple strip. Knows every bit of gravel.
Must have had something special.
Apparently, this spotter has drawn penises in every sand trap around this place.
Pit lane penalty, the car 088.
Yeah, well, that's pretty special, isn't it?
That is very special. So 088 copying a penalty. That's Anthony Rivet. So that was that one we saw on lap 2. So Hazy locked in here. We're going to go a bit further back. Look at a few other battles. Kevin O'Neill from We Race is putting the pressure on McLean. Got Bulldog behind him. Always a very nervous feeling to have when you got Bulldog behind. Goldmember isn't mucking around tonight. Smoking a pancake. Absolutely. He requested to go to the gold car earlier in the season. Young Ollie running the gold car as well. Who is driving for Paddo? Not me. I can tell you that much, Marty. As we start lap 4, we'll jump back up towards the front. Paddo's got himself out to a second now from Abel. Wilkinson, he's got those TikTokers talking at the moment. Will he catch Abel? Will he keep Hazy at bay? Blake Warboys, where is Blake Warboys? No one spoke to Blake last night, so I got no idea where he is. Must Roy Clark to be making conspiracies like that. Careful what he says. There's a pub test coming up, Roy. Paddo in the zone last night. That is it, Gary.
Paddo was actually quick all week, so I did expect that he should do quite well.
There was talk. That might be the case. Going to go a bit further back. A few other little battles. We've gone to Kevin. We're going to go Timmy Verban. He's hunting down the Bulldog. Bit wet in Adelaide today, just a little. It's about to get wet here very shortly. Vaughan Robinson. Back to that battle. Him and Bruce having an absolute cracker. Oh!
Ooh, that's a nice, unfortunate little tap there on the inside. Does he pull up? Well, I think he might have been told to pull up on this one, actually.
You know what I'm like, Roy, you promised me Andrew Ritchie. Didn't get him. Split one for you, Roy.
Race control car radio. Is that a stop and hold penalty?
Ooh.
It was a pit lane drive-through. It's all been clear.
And Darren Walden, he's getting the move done here.
Dry racing, mate.
Just ignoring the comments in the background. A little bit deep there. Can Walden get through? No, he can't. Where's our good friend Anita? She is putting a lot of pressure on Rosie. She's driven really well this season. suffered from a bit of illness midway through the season, probably affected where she finished for the season, but on track, one of the bigger improvers. It's been great to see our rookies come through this season, show plenty of improvement amongst them. Not saying Anita's a rookie, but Anita has improved a hell of a lot. As you can see, Robbie Williams behind. Was that Hazy?
Yeah, Anita's been consistent for a long time. What I guess has changed recently is she gets her elbows out a bit now and doesn't just let people through.
Nah, you were saying?
I think this was another one called into race control for a redress, but might have been a drive-through for the person involved.
Probably that level.
Yeah, that was it. I think it might have been drive-through out of memory. I might just bring up my magic screen.
There were one or two, but there was a lot of redresses, so it's hard to tell when we're watching the replay like this, but...
No, that one was a pit lane penalty. That one was a pit lane penalty.
Yep.
I can confirm that. Looking at the sheet. And Pico, he's up there. He's 60 top 2 spots. He's going to go back to our good mate Dave Baldock. If you're at home, drink. He's under a bit of pressure here from Timmy Verme. Nicely stays on the inside. That's going to get the job done, I think. Tucked up behind Kevin. Kevin's got his way past Baldock. Or still in front of Baldock, so Kevin would be pretty happy still. I do have to give a warning that my cheat sheet, I did say it earlier, my cheat sheet is very thin tonight.
I don't think there was a great deal of action all night.
It was just good hard
really
driving.
Yeah.
Like, look at this. This is battle for 17, 18, 19. It's a great little battle.
All these guys panicking because Dave's in the mix.
Oh, absolutely.
They know the theory.
Absolutely.
If he's within 3 cars, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Of course, I'll be about 3 beers deep with Dave this time next Friday night too, so that's going to be more trouble.
Are you going to do a broadcast from the pub?
Nah. Couldn't do it, Tiz. Couldn't do it, Tiz. That's a great little move here with Robbie. Sorry, Bruce. Brendan and Kevin. Kevin going to try the long way round. Of course, comes the right way round, and quickly with all his left-handers goes the wrong way round. Smartly tucks in behind again. Like coming from 2 to 3 was one of the most ugliest transition to corners I've ever driven through, to be honest. I'm going to go back up the front. I reckon Paddo's just about had his schmalk and a pancake by now. Of course, it was posted when he went to the Gold Cup.
Cleared out a bit.
He did. It is on for young and old here.
Pit lane penalty, the car 54 with contact force on lap 5. Thank you.
I think there was a little bit of talk that Abel might have been a bit harder on the tyres. Probably about a lap early, probably about 2 laps early, but there was a bit of talk in Discord at this stage that, yeah, Abel might have been a little bit hard here trying to close this gap that little bit that he has.
Knowing Abel's pace all season, you can see how well Shane's actually doing because no one's been close to Abel really outside of Stephen Williamson, and yeah, he's just cleared out.
Absolutely. And of course, the spotter was watching Abel like a hawk. Of course, professional driving coach. Absolutely pulling every corner apart. You can get in here, you can do this there. Focus, Pato. Even myself had to shut up and stop abusing Baldock at one stage, just so Pato could focus.
That'd be hard to do.
It was. Where are you, Bruce? Oh, I might have missed it. There's Bruce Galloway. Just ran a bit wide there, throwing a bit of sand on the track. Pico into the lane. Pico got in the early stop. I thought this was a bit strange. Whether it was a strat decision. Just, yeah. I thought 8, a little bit too early. 8, 9. We're out there, Pico. Probably not, because it's still working hours over in Perth, but yeah, if you're out there, I'd love to know. 450 to 60k split second last night. Thank God I don't drive in emotion. Ooh, sounds like Licky Orman got butchered. And might just jump on Baldy. He's staring down the nose of Timmy Verban in front of him. Tell you where it's through the roof on this track. Absolutely, Roy. You really had to try and split it. You'd probably go 2 or 3 past the split. That was about it.
It was actually kind of unusual to have such a pretty even split for the pit stops this race compared to the rest of the season. Just to figure it out, really.
Absolutely. It was a tough race in the sense that such an open strat, so it wasn't like there was closed windows to work to. And previously over the last 2 seasons with the 150s, geez, Baldy, bloody hold on the track, son. We'll go look at this one. This might be a bit better. Yeah, so normally I've done 1 CPS for the 150k race, thinking, yeah, I'm doing the right thing with an open-ish fuel tank. But with this one, I thought I'll go the opposite, still make it 2 stops, open the tank up, and then do whatever you like.
Yeah,
So,
well, personally, I just went the distance on the first tank, and I think the 4 in front of me at this time of the race did the same thing. So from there on, it was just the numbers game. Like I think we all end up on the same amount of the same strat, really. But yeah, it was interesting to try and figure out.
yeah, you had to roll some dices whether you went the even split. Like I was like you, I think, Pete, I went the full run, but my lap times are getting better and better. So I was like, do I go in or do I stay? And then the second one, I then went, yeah, okay, I'm just going to split what's left after that.
Oh, yeah, I split the second, and I think I probably could have well done going in 2 or 3 laps earlier on the first.
Yep.
We might see it in this, but I certainly didn't. I certainly felt the tyres going, and that potentially hurt me a little bit, but not too bad.
Car 037.
Yeah, it was a bit. Oh, did I miss one? I did too. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it was a bit weird because it was like I came out after that first stop, which was
don't worry about it.
lap 18, and it was like go hard, and it was like, oh, geez, don't want to go too hard because I can cook tyres in 2 laps.
Yeah, I found the same thing, and they really did cook. After the first stop, they cooked real quick, and I was quite surprised.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Like, I deliberately in the official on Monday night didn't take new tyres. So I'm going to put like 5 litres in. But that was a wet race, which didn't help. And then on Tuesday night, I didn't take tyres as well, just to see how far you could run them. But yeah, Phil Whiting. So Phil Manuel saying, no, stay out of trouble, watch everything. Which is kind of half the strategy, really. Yeah, really had to sit behind somebody and get them to make the mistake. Going to go back here, a little bit of a rubbing together of Robbie Williams and Dale Harvey. Darren Verme, Jeff Eddy coming back through. I think Jeff, he went in and stopped on lap 10. I'm just going to put pit laps up so people can see We'll start lapping here. So there's a few earlier stops.
Yep, Yusuf early, Jeff early, Carl early. Tricky thing also with going early is you then get stuck behind cars that may be slower than you lap times and you drop further into the pack.
Yeah, that's what you have to be careful of. You have to be real careful of that situation where you came back out as well. You know, like I know of myself running in 12th, it was like, okay, the lap guys, the leaders aren't quite on my heel yet, so I'll keep going. Where if I came in, I mean, I would have been coming out probably in the pack.
Yeah. Yeah, I had my spotter watching the top 5 like a hawk.
Of course, the experience of Phil Marsh, absolutely in good hands there, Hazy.
Definitely, it's been great all season having him in there. That's what I'm going to miss. So great to have him back on track, but I will miss having him as a bird's eye view.
Yeah, good understanding of what's going on board here with Abel. See him there rolling through second into third. Coming up into turn 4 here. You got to roll it over the hill. Find that apex. Nicely on it. Just tips it. Beautiful. Out onto the edge. Early to 4th. Controls it. Throttle, feathers the throttle. Full noise into 5th. And then back it off, back into 4th. Brake early. Get on the gas early as you can. A little bit late there, but the tyres are rolled. Up over the hill here. You got to ride this crest here nicely. Back it off into the apex here on 10. Now we've got the right-hander at right. You want to keep the power on. The car's going to drift a little bit. Nice early change. Keeps the power down. Down the hill into 6th. Time to back it off. 5th, 4th. It's going to go 4th through the corner. Back to 3rd. Probably fraction late, but gets it out there. Out onto the curb. Rolls it across. Rides as much of the green stuff as he can. Back into 3rd for the final corner. Beautifully done. Apex. Ripple strip the ripple strip. Done beautifully. On the gas here. Not making any indents on Pato, but doing quite well. Into turn 1. This was the tough one. Really get it back. Into 2nd. Pull the nose in early. Nicely gets it going. Back into 3rd. Got to time your timing right here. Feather it. Feather it. Down into the turn 3. Get this one right. In the depth. And absolutely does control of that. And back up the hill, and away we go.
The car 54 for
And that is a lap with our championship leader, Abel Verban. Timing right here, feather it.
Was this Abel's first crack at bets?
Get this one right. Yes, it's Abel's first season. And absolutely does control of that. And Abel,
I'm in here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you turn your screen down in the background and just jump on and just click?
Do that.
Yeah, and just click on the live link here, and then you'll see everything that I'm looking at the same time. That's better. How are you, Abel?
I'm very good. How are you?
Good, mate.
Good, thanks, mate.
What's it like chasing this gold thing in front of you?
Well, it was actually not my tyres. I was actually trying to get my mouse to adjust my fuel, because every time I kept on going over the start line, it was redoing my fuel for me.
Yeah.
And I'm actually half blind, so I've got to grab my mouse and try and get the right fuel that I needed. So that was the struggle, grabbing the mouse and trying to set my fuel.
Yep. That's fair enough.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it is when you're partly blind.
Yeah. Don't know if it's any help, but I usually set my fuel for the first stop before the start while I'm sitting on the grid.
I actually did that, but every time I went past the front line, it just went back to 133 litres for some reason.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why.
What are you using?
So,
what software are you using? Using any software in the background?
Crew Chief.
Crew Chief. Okay, that's a weird one.
I have Crew Chief, but it just, whatever I do, it just doesn't map it to a button. It just refuses it. So, but hopefully next season we'll have everything sorted out, so it should be a lot better, because I did make some, make some wrong moves in here.
Yeah, well, just typed in what I was about to say. Are you running auto fuel with iRacing?
No, I wasn't doing that.
Yeah, because that can bugger up things like crew chief and the others. But yeah,
Well, every time I unticked that, it kept on ticking it back on. So I don't know. It's something that I've got a few people helping me out this time.
Yeah,
so.
you can turn that off in the INI file as well, which helps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's that's good to know.
Lap 16 now, Hazy in P2. And
3.
2 at the moment.
Oh, no.
Abel's pitted.
Oh, yep. Abel's gone in.
Yeah, a little bit of traffic there as well to deal with. And you got Wilco right up your clacker.
Yeah, he had a bit of a moment where he went a bit wide and I got around.
I'll tell you what, being that close to Wilco, mate, you'd be trending on TikTok at this stage.
Nice.
Of course, got to feel sorry for Yusuf. He apparently drove up behind Yusuf the other night and all of his followers thought it was Bulldog. Saw the blue car.
Yeah, blue car with a bit more talent.
And Pato in the lane.
We can confirm that though.
Yeah.
Hazy in the lane. Wilco's going to stay out. We have a new race leader. These sheepdogs are making you thirsty.
Yeah, I seen Pato go in and I dove in as well.
Depending on grind.
Yeah, I saw you guys go in. I saw you guys go in. I went, no, I'll just go around again, but it clearly didn't help me. Yeah.
We'll go race leader at this stage.
So even after the pit, we didn't lose too much. Still stayed in the top 10.
Added 30 in the first stop.
So I went with 40.
Who's Mr. Iceman? Trying to work that one out. I can't remember. Yeah. So yeah, did 63 all up, and I was like, yeah, I think I went with 43.
Yeah, I manually set my first stop down and then use auto with +1 lap, and it worked out alright, but I think it actually went too much, even +1 lap on the auto fuel, so...
There we go, pit times. Yes. So Pico's gone 45 seconds. Pico's basically put everything in. He's put 63 litres in, I would say, having a guess at it.
Yeah.
Well, where am I? Because I know what I did. I don't think I've pitted yet. No, I haven't. So I know Pato's 19, so about 20 seconds. Abel's about 20 seconds. Hazel was about 20 seconds. Jeff a little less. Yusuf 24. I think I was about 24 seconds out of memory, which was about 60 litres, which basically meant that the next stop was basically just a set of tyres and fuel at the same time. And welcome to the room, Mr. Peter Wilkinson, the TikTok sensation himself. How are we?
Me. How you going, boys?
Good, yourself? What do you say? Turn the up. There we go. Fix that up.
I'm quiet. I'm here to see what happened to Abel.
I'll fix you up.
I need to know what happened to Abel.
What happened to me?
Yeah.
I crossed the line coming
pit
out of the
line.
pit.
Yeah.
Pit line. Yeah, that gave me a drive through.
What a stupid rule. Well, I'm not going to spoil anything from there, but bad luck, mate. Bad luck.
Well, you just did, because I was about to say, what's happened to Abel? Where is he?
Well, that's what happened. Just vanished.
Where's Abel? Where's Mr. Verban? I've lost him.
That's a bugger, that one. It was a tough pit entry and a tough pit exit, to be honest.
Yeah, it is for me.
Mine's beating every time I practiced it in warm up.
Yeah, I practiced about 15 times in the warm-up.
Yeah, in the warm-up, I remember coming down the main straight like Pato is here, seeing somebody sitting at the end of pit lane coming out. And I practiced Red Bull. I went full exoset missile and bang, see you later, Baldy. But yeah, the night didn't improve from there.
I was liking it right now being in front of you, Wilco, but it didn't last long at all because I made a turn one stupid mistake and it was all over from there.
I'm sure John showed my last turn silly mistake as well.
We missed that one.
Missed that one.
No, I don't think we saw that.
What a shame. What a shame.
Like I said, not a lot of people made mistakes, and it didn't even show up as off tracks. Didn't even show up as an accident or an off track.
Really?
Possibly that wasn't an off track. It was just bad braking.
It was just really wide.
You probably didn't.
Really wide.
And you probably didn't even get any incident points for it.
I know, I had plenty then.
Exactly.
I dipped the tyre off about lap 7 or 8, and I'm like, oh, there goes my bonus points. I'm just going to use them all up now. Let's go.
We go back here. Rob Hall, Ash.
Yeah.
Ash Hall and Rob Williams. Timmy Hall in the mix of this as well. 2-player 1 cars. What could go wrong here?
The shakes when you show this type of stuff. It's either that or 2 Vermes together, and that scares me as well.
Oh, I know. Just giving away a bit of a look. This is probably the closest battle on track at the moment, to be honest.
There's no Dave Baldock in the screen, though, so it's good. They're not going to crash.
He's 17 seconds up the road.
That's the theory.
What a silly track. Are we never going here again? Is that a petition we can put forward? Anyone in chat?
Yes.
Can we get that happening?
I didn't mind it.
I know Pato didn't mind it, but everyone else hated it, I'm sure.
Gunter
I actually
loved
didn't
it.
mind it at all.
There you go.
I didn't mind it at all. I actually think it's not a bad track, but I would like to see Nürburgring in here one season. It would be amazing.
Nordschleife or Nords or Nürburgring?
The Nürburgring.
Nords.
Wouldn't just want nudes?
Yeah.
Nords, yeah. Let's go do Nords. It should be every season, but they don't listen to me.
One lap wonder, that is, isn't it?
Vets has been there twice. Abel, to say a little bit of history. So Vets has been there twice. Yep, done it twice.
They need to bring that.
Roy Clark wants to do Coda at night.
I actually jumped out of like
off
NASCARs and drift cars, so I only had like Luke popped into my channel probably about 3 weeks before this started.
Yep.
So I only just learnt this car like within 3 weeks before the split
Start of the season, yeah.
started yeah. So I'm still learning the car.
No,
Jeez, you've done
bloody well.
You've done much better than me. I'm the exact same.
I used to
never
drive the
drove
V8
till I started
supercar,
practicing.
so
I love it when people
Yep.
are on split 2, split 1 and I'm just learning the car. I'm just getting used to it. I'm not really there yet. I remember Ray Smith being that guy one season. Now we split 1.
Nah, Ray Smith was another story. Ray was, we dropped him down from split. Oh, hello, he's in the. We say the name Nordschleife, and he's in the chat. Oh, he's off in the background. Not sure who that was. Someone was back there. I've missed it.
Where was that on your cheat sheet? Come on, John. Put the effort together.
Oh, I'm too busy talking. It was on the cheat sheet, probably. No, it wasn't. But so this track's so wide, you don't hit anything, so it didn't show up on the cheat sheet. Yeah, so we have been the Nords twice. It is a great track in these cars. It's a tough place to race. Problem is you get so many guys throw the toys out of the cot very early on and go, this is too hard, don't want to do this. But it's a bit like this place when you actually get here and race, you actually walk away and go, yeah, you know what, actually wasn't too bad.
And you do have a split 3 winner sitting in the broadcast.
Exactly.
The same.
At Nords, yeah.
Yeah. Great.
Great track. I'm sure Gunter in the chat there would tell everybody exactly how great it is.
Best track ever, you reckon?
No?
I agree with you. This time with Gunter, I actually do agree with you.
And if anybody wants to complain about Gunter being so annoying that he is, you can thank Scotty Van Loon for it.
Google form for that now, don't you? It happens that often.
What's that?
You got a Google form for that now, don't you? It happens that often.
Pretty much,
People
yeah.
complain about Gunter.
Yeah, pretty much. In fact, for all the guys there for season 26 doing pre-qual, just reminded me, Wilco, thank you. I will put Gunter's track guide up for everybody so that they can have a look at it. It is very informative. People throw
Gunter
toys out of the cot.
Words I never thought you'd put together.
Oh, it is. The man can drive around that track in a real car. Have seen him do it and do it well.
So Abel, you're sitting here in 9th at the moment. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking I just stuffed up when I got the drive through, so I wasn't thinking much after that. I was just trying to push forward as much as I can. That was it. Everything what went wrong on that race.
I've seen that before.
Fuel. There's 3 races that I've been in that everything just didn't go my way. Like the fuel, and just grabbing the mouse and adjusting my fuel and stuff like that. Especially when you can't see the fuel, you got to sort of guess how much you're putting in. Well, that's what I've got to do.
And to put it in perspective,
map a button.
And to put it distracted in the perspective, using the Baldock index, you didn't have time to take a mouthful of sheepdog at this place. So yeah, to grab a mouse and push it around, yeah, good luck.
I was live streaming and everyone could see it. It was a shit show over there.
Is there a way you could work out a stream deck or
I have all that. It's my vision's very, very bad and I don't see what you see, so I can't. I've got some people that have come over to my stream now, and one lives close to me. He's actually getting set up, and hopefully he's going to be coming into the veterans. He's going to help me out. So if I can get that sorted out, we should be on fire.
Yeah, you should be able to get
that's
to
great.
join you in Discord though as well, and actually spot for you and do all the black.
Well, actually, that's we had that set up for this race, but I made that one wrong move of just coming out the pits. But it was actually, we had it all set up. I had a spotter, but yeah, it just, the fuel did what it did. It stuffed me up because every time I went around the first couple of laps on the straight, you can see me catching up to him, but I had to grab my mouse and try and adjust that fuel every time, and then he'd get some distance on me. So at one stage I pulled right up, like I had to pull right up and try and adjust my fuel. So, but at that point I knew that I was going to slip from my hands.
Kevin O'Neill's just typed in, get yourself DRE, not sure what it is. It has really solid voice control, which helps a ton.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Darren!
That happened in front of me. I remember seeing that. I cut the clip today. I'm surprised more people didn't do that. I did that so many times in practice.
You said it again?
I almost did it.
I actually felt comfortable with you behind me, Pete. I felt very comfortable. Yes, I did, bro. I was very comfortable. I knew that.
You've raised a very interesting question, though, Abel, because you said you stream as well. So do you have more followers?
Yes, I'm streaming now.
Do you have
I'm
more?
live streaming now.
Do you have more followers than Wilco?
He's on
Just say
TikTok.
yes.
So
Just say yes.
Well, I do, but he's on TikTok. I'm on YouTube. I've got 6,500 subscribers, but I only started this channel like 12 months ago.
That's
And it's
impressive.
going off.
That's
and
impressive.
we've just hit the 3 million views, so it's doing good. So,
If you're streaming now, big shout out to Abel's. Abel's people watching Abel.
Yes.
Big shout out to them if you're streaming now. Where do we find your stream, Abel?
Cool.
Yeah.
It's just
put it in the chat.
Sim RacerHQ. What's on the car?
Yeah.
Sim RacerHQ. At the moment, everyone's taken off earlier because I just received an active pedal today, so I'm stepping up my rig because I've put in about 66k into my rig, but I need to fill everything because I need to go off a movement.
Yep.
So.
How'd you go with your shifter in the end?
I end up fixing it, and hopefully next season I will maybe have BDH behind us as sponsors. He stopped into my stream, gave us a bit of a hand, and he just wants me to send some of my races from here, from the vet, and he's going to sit at the table with the rest of the fellas and see what happens, but I'm pretty sure we might be able to get them behind us.
Yes.
But yes, I'll end up fixing it.
That's right as well.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm trying to
Gunter.
get anything.
Just answering some of the questions in the chat out there. Yes, Gunter, when you put out a pop video called Touch My Tra-La-La, you will have that many followers. Just look for Gunter on YouTube, you'll find it. Pado's thanking God that he's not going up the split 3. Yep.
Yeah, but I think isn't the pub test on Pato after tonight? He's doing a really good job. He might have to get a forced push-up as well. He might be still with him.
Oh, that's a big call. We'll throw that one in.
Put it out there first, just so I can.
I could push him up instead of you.
Low 23s, mate. You should have split one pace. It was ridiculous.
Could put him up instead of you. Yeah, we could do that.
Oh, 100%. Let's go. I'll be behind that.
I got a fun job ahead of me. Of course, we got 30 new drivers coming into the next season with returning drivers from previous seasons, and and out of race control.
John, like, yeah, that's good.
No. We're still sticking with the top 5 ranked guys. Will go up, which we'll talk about a bit later. It's going to go on a Dougie Wright for a minute. He's under a bit of pressure from Vaughan. Vaughan's gone deep, and that didn't pay off.
Very hard to make a pass pay off in turn 1. I found out later in the race with Jeff.
I was enjoying it. I'd practiced it a bit in the lead up to the warm up. Not the warm up, the practice session. A lot of people gave you a heap of room. You actually cut a fair chunk of that, the inside corner on the ripple strip and even on the grass to get that inside line. And you got around the outside, you got hanging around that bottom part. It was really good.
Yeah. As long as the other person onto what you're doing, but it's always, I found later in the race, I was racing Jeff, and it was easy just to take it easy through there rather than try and push it, because, you know, last race, we don't want to lose too many points, of course, so.
Last thing you want to do is spin turn 1 in front of someone, isn't that right?
Oh, swing to the outside, Vaughan. Making Dougie work for it here.
Did we miss that? Did John Van Ray miss that, Peter Kelly? Your little spin on turn 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I missed that as well. You talking about it, because I forgot. Was it a spin, or did I just go really wide?
You went sideways, and I had to take some evasive action to go around the outside here. It's a clip. It's coming up on my TikTok if you want to get it. Locked on, lads. Follow me there.
I'm not on TikTok, so I'm not going to subscribe.
Yeah,
so
I'm not.
No.
Okay, it's on YouTube as well. Locked on, lads. It'll be a short. It'll be up there. That and Bulldog getting crashed into.
He's
well, I'll have to have a look. But yeah, I certainly remember that happening, and that's the reason why you got in front of me.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Fair call.
Yeah, Wilco's a Chinese spy.
Wait, I had Abel spies in my chat. They're like, "Are you on pace? Are you on pace?" I'm not telling your word, mate.
Oh, Vaughan, come on. Gonna drop him behind now.
Yeah, I got that.
Is there any chance after the race that we could have a look at that black flag that I got? Because I just, I don't know, I couldn't sort of see it. And I've been practicing this race for a few days, but I thought I did make the mistake. But if you could just show it sort of at the end.
Look,
stage.
yeah, look, stay on afterwards and we'll go through it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Big
there's a crash
shout.
coming Bulldogs on screen.
No, I'm about to say drink Gunter. That's what I'm doing. Lap 29. Look at him go. Look at him go. 5 spots behind somebody, but that's all right. He's still going.
I heard he was practicing all week for this too. He put in so much effort for this race. He was really on song.
No, he couldn't bring himself to get in the rig for 4 days after that last lap incident at Red Bull. As Rosie heads into the lane. Here we go, Abel. Big pass. Let's get this done, son. Pass of the century.
I was pushing, bro. I was pushing. At this stage, I was going.
Can we get that looked at by the stewards later?
Yeah, I reckon.
He's out there. He's watching. DC. Had to say that was call of the night, though, wasn't it? When we gridded up. Car 515. Lap 1, turn 1. Car 37. That was funny.
Evening, Shadow. How you going, mate?
Yeah, good. How you going, boys?
Good, mate. How you going at this stage? We're 30 laps in. What's the spotter saying to you at this stage?
He's keeping me calm like the rest of my team. Just telling me to concentrate and telling me where Hazy and Wilco were and being happy for me that Abel was all the way back there. Because Abel's so fast, I thought it was only a matter of time he'd nut me, but yeah, just keeping me calm.
Keeping you calm. So you found the accent very soothing?
Well, it was sexy, John. It's more like he caressed me with his voice.
Fair enough. We might go back and have a look at Pete. I won't go any further with that. I won't touch that one.
What goes on in this Discord?
Wait,
Well, you don't want to know.
More specific.
Pete Morris. It's too many Pete's.
Yeah, he's trying to
Well,
throw me under the
call
bus.
me Ned then.
Bring me on the-
I'm in Ned.
It's like,
Where are we? Second pit stops are starting to happen. Is
yeah,
that what we're starting to see?
yep.
Yep,
Pato is in. The caller's come out. Gunter has said, Pato in the pit. Pato,
Pretty
pits
much.
now.
Followed him in.
Hazy's followed him in.
Yep. Well, I think when that happened, I think that was a big sigh of relief, but that was all right.
Yeah, Hazy was a shadow, thank God.
Oh, you're a mile up the road from me. I was just trying to keep the other blokes behind me.
Oh!
What was that? Oh, lap 24 is 31. No,
Walden.
it was Walden. Yeah, Walden behind Pico, yeah. He dropped back a little bit.
Yeah, he got a little sideways.
Hang on.
Very easy to do on this track. I was doing some great drifting in practice. It was good fun. It was
So
fast. It was
Kelly's
fast.
in, Galloway's in. So starting to see a few of them roll in. Who is this spotter we talk of? Can you borrow him? Oh, I don't think you could handle him. I don't think you could handle him.
Yeah, we all ended up pregnant.
I believe you're not taking him to Bathurst, so that's all I'm going to say to that one, Gunter. I believe your spotter's driving at Bathurst.
Yeah, I'm getting a lock on me, King.
I did tell you you'd look after you for that, didn't I?
Oh,
A bit of a hop, bit of a shove.
Yep. Hip and shoulder.
Yeah, Walden coming through.
Cut through, 1, 2.
Oh, well, quick on the radio.
Go ahead, 3, 1, 2.
It's a little bit of a shove. Hello, Gundala.
he's up
You're wide again. It's rattled him.
End of
Hard to talk on
lap
the
31.
radio and go to turn 1.
Righto, Wilco's in. This is critical
Yeah, we got
time.
it.
This is critical time. That is a great
This
docile.
way.
It's a great docile tone of Jamie Dyke there on the radio as well. Not very often I let the race chat go all night. So big thank you to Dave Coleman and Jamie Dyke. And of course, Tim Lawson last night in the safety car. He's done a fantastic job at the moment, saving us lots of money.
Wilco heading back out.
Yeah, Wilco heading back out. Yusuf Kodafidis, the unhinged man himself, is leading the race with the blue car behind him. What could go wrong?
Wilco got me in the pits.
Yes.
Ah, yes.
I put heaps of fuel in first stop. I'm like, I was almost going to do a full load and just do half a litre for the second one. But I talked myself out of that.
Yes, Gunther got to meet some of the wildlife on top of the mountain on Tuesday, I think it was, just after Griffins. Some grey hopping thing jumped in front of him.
Car 92,
Alright,
please
Tim's,
read your position. Car
sitting in
312. Thank you.
The drive seat of the safety car last night was the most he's done for VGA this season. Sorry, Tim, for that.
It was good, Tim jumping in. We were a man down last night, so it worked out really well. So Van Ree and O'Neill in the pits. Korafidi's still out. He's still got to make his stop. Paddo's made his second stop. Grenshaw's got to stop. So I've still got two guys in the top three to still make their second stop. So I probably should change that to pit stop numbers. Hit the lap so people can see who's stopped and when. Give a better idea. Yusuf is in. What was Marshy saying to him at this stage? What was that, Paddo?
Wilco stopped 10.9.
Yeah, 10.9 for Wilco.
It was tyres and the touch of fuel. I don't even think I covered the tyres.
You didn't.
And I 4 litres in too much as well. I still had 4 litres left at the end of the race. I could have shortened it, I reckon.
Good for a burnout.
Well, that's there.
Yeah, I took an extra 10 litres just to be on the safe side.
So I don't like the safe side.
So at this stage, we got Hazy in third, Jeff Eddy in fourth. The Flying Eagle. He's having an absolute blinder. He's sitting in the best position he's been in vets. So this is one way to wake up.
Great drive.
It's one way to wake up at 3 in the morning to say Happy Thanksgiving.
And he took every moment of it. Like it was very hard to race him last night, but it was so good.
Like he dropped it. Go, mate.
I was just wondering how he's doing the right hand turn. It's probably the left hand turn.
Control 187.
Oh, Mr.
There's
Hazy.
a heap of them.
Yeah.
Copy that, we got it.
He was saying in the chat that he had to go and shovel snow after the race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, he did come onto this broadcast last week, sounding like a WWE wrestler, telling us he was driving this week.
Well, he's feeling good and his car's going.
Yeah,
Oh, look at that fast lap
he
of
was
the race.
fine.
Well, he just hit the fast lap of the race. Wilco, 125.65.
Yeah, the
Put
bastard.
it into.
I will say, if you have the opportunity, keep an eye on Jeff and myself for the last lap, because if you can, it was good.
It was good. We'll go back there. Let's jump on Abel again. Abel's caught up to Bruce Galloway and Dougie Wright.
Oh. Yes, that was a bit of a mission to get past him.
Well, considering you're sitting in the championship going into this, every point here is going to count.
Well, I looked after the car. There's no scratches on my car, so I tried to look after it as much as I could.
Yeah.
Well, that's the biggest worry, I think, in these last races of the season. You don't want to muck up someone that's in a championship fight. You know, someone that's in a fight for the championship. You don't want to get in their way or cause them grief, and people need to be aware of it. But
So the other thing too is like, it's a non-drop round. So you've really got to think about, am I smart sitting here or do I really need to pass him?
yeah, good point.
Yeah. Like for Abel, we're going into this one. You got Pete Williams missing. Hyman Black missing. Got some bloke called Patterson. Some bloke called Patterson out front. I haven't seen him all season.
Well, there's no threat to anyone there. So, you know.
Peter, on the other hand, Peter's multi.
Peter wanted this. I got that impression from his stream I watched twice today.
Twice today?
Yeah, it was.
Well, I was at work, I had to do something.
Well, he did.
The question is, I can't tell which Peter. Sorry.
Peter, Wilco did come out in the Locked On Lads podcast a couple of weeks ago and did say he was going to win one of the last 2 races.
Yeah.
I needed to. 100% needed to.
Yeah.
I wanted to help you. But you know,
I just ran into a flying paddo last night. That's all it was.
No. I didn't particularly like this track when we first started driving it, but it grows on you. Probably one of my favourites.
Yeah, you're in a league of your own in this race.
Sean Vandermeulen, he's why I went as well as I did. He put a fair bit of time into me during the week, and he does every week. He's a great help for lots of people. He's very kind with his
Post-race
time.
points penalty, the car 42 for the blue flag incident on lap 33.
John, can we get the gaps or the whatever it is on the...
Yeah, sorry, yeah. I've hit the wrong one before. Back to interval. Yep, there you go.
What? Eddie,
That was an
doing a great job through there, Jeff Eddie.
Pit exit.
Man, you could stuff up that pit exit as far as coming out and clipping someone's nose off real easy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Be very cool.
Yeah, I was pretty happy. I come out and I managed to stay in front of Abel, and that was such a bonus for me coming out of the pits. He pitted a lap before me, but he was a lot closer by the time I come out.
I will just say something. Props to Jeff. I've raced him in other leagues and series before, and been behind him last night like this for the last few laps of the race. He is absolutely killing it. He's doing so well. Like, not saying it was bad when he started, I'm just saying he
was a bit too polite. He'd give up a corner too easy.
Well, he didn't last night.
No, that's what I mean. He's starting to get into his psyche, which is great.
I think with Jeff, though, comes from a real world racing, but like a couple of others we've got in the league. You know, and that does create that respectfulness.
Yeah, you got nothing to lose on a digital car, do you? But he's driving it like
there's a lot of emotions in it, though.
Yeah,
a lot of emotions.
Exactly. But no, last night, being behind him, pushing to get that position, unreal. Really enjoyed racing with him last night. It was great.
I like watching my relative and seeing you guys fighting.
I bet. There's no way I was getting any closer though.
Well, I was running because I knew Wilco was going to turn me as soon as he got near me.
100%. I would have been a bullet. I would have come right here. I would have fired across there. Man, every time I pull like half a second out of here, I make a mistake and I'd lose a second. I'm like, this is stupid. I'm even driving so bad trying to catch you.
Yeah, you were pushing.
I all came together with the last 3 laps. I started putting in some really good laps there, and I'm like, oh, I'm cutting it down. I should have been doing this 10 laps ago.
Yeah, you're flying.
Bruce got very close to me once, so I passed him.
Everywhere and everywhere. Anyway. Sorry, mate.
I think
oh, you're right, mate.
Like Peter's saying, you know, if you're around the same pace as someone, it's so hard to pass. They've only got to just stay on their lines, and virtually impossible. It's a mistake that'll get them.
That's exactly right.
And
that's why you stay as close as Peter Kelly is, because that you try and get in the mirrors and as much as you can, and that's where the mistake comes from generally.
Yeah.
Especially down our split.
Well, I'm always looking backwards. Last night I didn't, but normally 100%. I'm living in my mirrors, and it's such a bad habit.
Yeah, tried to train myself as much as possible this season to stop looking in the mirrors and stop looking at the splits and focus ahead. But you always do. You always look back. You know,
the only way is to turn them off.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't help either. You need it.
No, then you're wondering.
No, but I think Jeff he was focused on this last night so hard. It was yeah, he was holding his position. There's no way of getting past him.
Oh, I think it meant a lot to Jeff as well. Like Jeff, you know, with the time difference, it's been hard for him to race, and he knew with the holiday for Thanksgiving that he had a window to do it, and he was going to make the most of it. So, hats off to him.
I was going to say, I know this person's not going to shout out, but that person in 13th is up 10 spots. Well done, good drive.
Yeah.
He's definitely double double Mr. Bulldog there. He's only up 5. Pretty slack, Dave.
I could only get up 1.
Exactly.
It's hard.
It's hard work. Let's jump back up the front, lap 39. So getting down into the last 3 laps now.
Yeah, Pete's mowing me down.
Mowing you down. The gap's closing.
Yeah, I was pretty comfortable where I was and knew I had a bit to play with, so I just didn't want to make a dumb mistake.
That's what the man was saying in your ear. He was telling you, just keep plugging away, just hit your apexes, hit your braking markers, and let him come. He's got a long way to come still, 7 seconds for 3 laps.
Who's Wilkinson? Who's she, he said.
And it was something about touch, and then it was something about touch and tra-la-la. And then followed by something about I've got more TikTok social media followers than him.
It's not hard.
I've got none. I've got none. Mine are all only fans ones. That's another story.
They pay better, I hear.
Well, I think Peter said it one night. He had one time last in his thing. He had 11,000 likes or views last night. 11,000.
Yeah, because you can just keep on doing it to one person. But yeah, that 12,000 we end up with was crazy.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was that people viewing the race or viewing the
No,
cam
that's
they just got to sell?
viewing the race and then they tap the screen to do a like on that thing. But we had 50 something.
I thought maybe he had a separate camera that was pointing in his area.
Yeah, we've got the crutch cam.
Clutch cam.
Clutch cam.
That's TikTok only.
My bad.
Only TikTok thing or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works.
Well, there you go, Pete. Little mistake there. That's cost you. Let Jeff get away.
From there. Don't worry about it.
We're second last lap. He flew through last night. I was shocked when someone in my chat said five laps to go, and I'm like, no way.
150k race. It's going to be done and dusted in under an hour if there's no safety car.
Yeah, we've done races of the 32 laps we've done at Watkins Glen, or 36 laps.
Yeah, like just ticked over the hour mark now, but we've still got the 3 minute lead in for the grid set. So
I was kind of expecting at least a safety car with some of these corners last night, but it just worked out. Everyone got through everywhere well.
After Oz Sprints in the cool down lap, I went and drove over every sand trap and looked at how much room was outside. And like if there was an accident, there was a fair chance there wasn't going to be a safety car because there was just so much runoff.
It's that first corner, and it's this one here where you can get the tail out and then you shoot straight across into the wall on the left inside of the track.
And like if there was an accident, there was a fair chance there wasn't going to be a safety car. And the last lap, white flag has been shown. Pato holding a 6-second lead here. I think he's going to be pretty solid. what can go wrong
Oh
when
no,
you
I
have a...
binned it. I binned it on the second last corner.
I was going to say, what can
yeah,
go
this
wrong
was
when you have a
amazing.
smoke and a pancake?
That's right.
I know.
It's a really hard track to get your cigarette lid on. Not a lot of room.
No.
And
No, it
here we
wasn't.
go.
It was easy.
Age
Oh,
just
Abel.
got past Galloway into the last corner for turn one. Oh, he had a bit of a sneaky look back at you.
Oh.
Got away with that. Jeff Eddy having an absolute cracking battle with Pete Kelly.
Well, you've done well to come back at him after that little off.
Yeah, it's the last lap. Last lap looked better.
Yes,
but
that
he's
was
still
very close. That was.
Right, here he
I was
comes
twitching at that point.
to take his second win
done,
for
Pato.
Vets. Over the line, takes the flag, Shane Patterson. Congratulations, Pato. We're going to drop back to Wilco. Wilco comes over in P2. Hazy will round up P3 by himself. Going to drop back here. It is on for Young and All here, coming down the hill into the Sachsenring curve between Jeff Eddy and Pete Kelly.
last resort. Last resort. Got to go for it. Got to go for it.
Oh, it's going to be a big move. You're going to get alongside Just.
Slow it down.
He knew exactly what he was doing here, Jeff. That's all I'm saying.
That
He's
is
very confident in his car.
that is what you call international relations. Nice he goes the over and under though. He's trying it. Baxter in the way there.
Get him out.
Oh, he's got the drive.
Nice move.
He's got the drive.
Inside.
The over and under. He's played you.
Yep.
Just give him a tap, Jeff. Give him a tap.
A little early on the brakes, Jeff. Would have gone a little bit deeper.
Oh,
But that's the
yeah,
respect.
he's maintaining overlap.
Kelly's
Kelly,
in the marbles.
What,
Kelly's in the
man?
marbles. He's got you. He's got you.
He
Go,
got me.
Jeff. Go,
Yeah,
Jeff.
no grip out there.
well done, Jeff.
Now, if
like I
you're
said, I paid to him. He did it well.
if you're at stands and you
Great
just saw
battle,
that, go talk to Jeff. Buy the Harley. Get all the accessories. Your wife said it's okay, and Jeff is bloody good. He's the man. That
No, I
is
said he wasn't. He's a great racer.
I know that. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just trying to sell a Harley. Bets might get a commission.
I'll be over there. I'll be over in Florida in a couple of weeks. If he wants to drive one down to Florida, I might look at it.
Righto. That is that one there. So, Mr. Patterson, you are a 2 times race winner.
Yeah, but this one wasn't a Jeff Bradbury moment. This one was earned, I'd like to say. But yeah, I'm very happy. Thank you.
I was about to say that. How'd you feel about this one? But you've beaten me to it.
Yeah.
You sort of got the start. You got the battle of the start. You got that done really well. How did you feel about 5 laps in when you sort of knew Abel was couldn't quite have the pace to get up to you, and then sort of about 10 laps in when he sort of had, or 15 laps in when he had his pit lane incident.
Yeah, well, without wishing ill on Abel, I was pretty happy that it happened because I think, I mean, let's be realistic. He's a gun, and he would have got me eventually. But I was happy. I was just nervous for the first few laps. My bloody legs were shaking for the first few laps. I don't know if other people feel it when you get in that position because it's such a rare thing. But yeah, I was pretty nervous, but it was great, and I liked the track, and it felt good. Cold tyres didn't bother me. It felt great on the track. So yeah, I felt great.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And anyone you want to give a shout out to?
Sure. When you first join WKMP, they actually make you learn and recite all the sponsors. And you can't drive until you actually do it. So I'll rattle them off. I just want to thank Wodonga Carts and Parts, Croc Promotions, Carts Australia, Stone Street Plumbing, Super Cheap Auto, Rebel Sports, BCF, MacPack, Pool Guys Adelaide, LGC Images, Dave 37, Racing, of course, Warboys Motorsport, Send It Don't Bend It, Amp Air, M1 Cars, and Picky's Performance and Dyno Tunes. As far as the race itself, Gunther was fantastic. Dave Worrell's a champion bloke, and he really helped me out, as did my 2K drivers, John and especially Dave 37. So yeah, that was great, and I just want to give another huge shout out to Sean Vermeulen. He puts time into me, and he doesn't need to.
I don't even have a pen.
He's a quality driver and very ambitious, Sean, and to think that he gives me and lots of other people time. 2 hours before that race, he changed the lines I was taking on some corners, and I thought I already had pace, and he gave me a little bit more. So thank you. So that's about it.
Yep, too easy. And the man in P2.
And congratulations. Sorry.
There you go, Shane.
I just want to say congratulations to the podium and the everyone in the whole race. It was a great race, and also to the people that you'll name soon for the championship. So cheers. Thank you.
Not too easy. Then, of course, the man that was P2, and saying P3 at the moment, ignore that. But the man that was P2 in the race, Mr. Peter Wilkinson. How did you find that one, mate?
I felt that pretty good. Like I'd put in the practice, and I was still swearing about the track at about midday on Thursday, and I thought I was never going to get anywhere. And then when I sat in on the practice session of the actual race server, all of a sudden it felt good. So I don't know. It just it flowed. I didn't make many mistakes. It was just like I said, Pato was flying, and just had way too much speed, especially in that middle sector in between the two stops. He was like, I thought I was flying, and you had one second a lap on me almost every time. It was just watching the race slip away at that stage, and that was the end of it. So yeah, but it was really good fun. It's been a really good season. So it was very, very uneventful, unfortunately, except for Abel, but no one did anything silly, and yeah, it was a good race.
Not too easy. Anyone you want to give a shout out to?
I'll shout out the Locked On lads if you can get there. We've got a few more of us driving back behind the wheel again. I'm trying to get a few of them into vets next year, but if you get the Locked On lads on YouTube, that's the main one. Check it out. We've got all the races up there. We're doing the shorts from the race, and we're doing the podcast again. We've also got a big 2 weeks coming up with the Adelaide street dropping. We're going to do a heap of week 13 stuff over there. And then I've just signed up for a 400k race for Adelaide with Buzzer. And then obviously we go into the first round of vets. So there's a heap of Adelaide stuff coming up for the next 2 weeks after Imola next week. So yeah, that's it. We don't have sponsors, so I can't thank anyone else.
Not too easy. And then the man in third tonight, of course, was the great myth, the legend, Mr. Michael Hayes. Happy with third?
Yes, mate. That's actually my first podium in vets.
Really?
I've been around for over 150 races, and first time I managed to get on the step. So very happy with that.
Oh, well done, mate. That is fantastic. I wasn't aware of that one. I thought you'd been up there a few times. How'd you find that race?
I found it really good. I did have one stretch there where I had a bit of a rub with a back marker and got a little bit upset, but yeah, turned that around pretty quickly and moved on with the race and just kept looking in the relative hope, and the other boys didn't stop tussling and run me down.
Too easy. And anyone you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, probably the first one, Phil Marsh. The entire season he's been doing spotter for not only myself but the entire team, and he's been a great asset all season. And then yeah, people like Gary Buckland, Sean Van der Mule, and a few of the other guys that throughout the week give us plenty of training. Definitely help and get us up to speed. So happy to have them. The sponsors for the season with RaceKraft and the other guys. So thank you very much for all your sponsorship and helping us do the broadcast and everything. And Our race control. Dave and his team were fantastic all season. They gave me a few penalties, but every time it was my fault. So can't complain about what they did.
No, you never complain about that. Anyway, before we move on to announce our season winner, we've got to do the old drive of the day. Any thoughts there, boys? I've got one, but I'm a little bit biased.
Well,
it's not
you can't
Yusuf.
go past Pato, can you?
Yeah, that's where I'm going. Anyone else got any thoughts? I know someone in the chat's thrown Pato out there.
It's Pato every day of the week.
Yeah, that's what I think too. We'll give it to him. That's not that car there. Go to that car there. There we go. That great looking car with a smoke and a pancake coming out of it. Hey, congratulations, Pato. Driver of the day as well. You can add that one to your statistics to put in your pipe to smoke with Bulldog. Yeah, they're well deserved, buddy. It was a great drive. You rocked up with pace. You drove with intention. And from a team perspective, mate, I've got to say, I know we said it a couple of times in the chat in Discord, but yeah, you really worked hard on your concentration and not getting fatigued in the last third of the race, which I think really paid off. No, we didn't see too many silly mistakes that caused problems we've had before. I've always said you've got the pace, probably a little bit too genuine driver for some of your RaceKraft at times, but there's nothing wrong with that. And then, actually pull it all together and go bang like you did last night, mate, was absolutely sensational from a team perspective. And I know all the lads in the team are very proud of you. Righto, let's have a look at the championship. I need a drum roll because I think this is going to be quite interesting. Here we go. There we are. Mr. Abel Verban, you are the season 25 split 4 champion with a 23-point lead over Mr. Peter Wilkinson. Yusuf Korafides is sitting in third, only 4 points behind Wilco. He's managed to keep himself 61 points ahead of Pete Kelly. Michael Hayes ends up in fifth. Pete Morris in sixth. That is a great result for the Fishy Motorsports driver. Darren Walden in seventh. Pico in eighth. Kevin O'Neill in the top 10 in ninth. I know his goal this season was to beat Bulldog, so hats off to him. Well done, Kev. Dougie Wright in 10th. He beat Bulldog too, so I reckon he'd be pretty chuffed being in the top 10 there. Baldy in 11th. Timmy Vermay 12th. Equal 12th with Robbie Williams. I think Robbie should be pretty proud of that. Van Ree in 14th. 15th is Rosie. Darren Freo, who didn't race last night, he's the big loser, dropping backwards because of the non-drop round. But when we start talking rankings in a minute, he'll probably come back into some play. So Ash Hall in 17th. Simon Black, another one who missed last night. We start talking rankings, he'll come into play as well. Timmy Hall, Bruce Galloway, Steve Williams, another one who hasn't raced the last 3-4 races. So we'll see what the ranking system does with him. Darren Vermay, Vaughan Robinson, Rob Baxter, and Darren Friend rounds out the top 25. So, Abel, congratulations, mate. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to?
Yes, I do. Bear with me. Thank you very much. Big shout out to you guys. You're doing an amazing job. A big shout out to Race Control. Unreal. It's been amazing. This season has been unreal. I've just got to learn a lot more. I've got a few names here, so just bear with me because I can't see them, so I sort of got to guess them. A big shout out to Luke Ullman, Rushy, Serbs, Ninja, Nick. Thanks for the donations, Nick. You're doing well. And a big shout out to Kelly and Simon that I was racing in the race. They put up a bit of a fight, which I did like those races. And a big shout out to Peter, what was just in here, getting second spot. Unreal, bro. Keep it up. You're doing really well. And that's about it. And thanks to everyone what was racing in this season. It was just an amazing thing. So I'm looking forward to the next season.
Not too easy, and I might drop. Yep, you go.
I did give a big shout out to Racebox. I did say that, yes?
No, you didn't.
Racebox,
you got it in there. Yeah, you got it in there. Yep.
A big shout out to you guys. You do an amazing job. So it's just unreal. unbelievable. So thanks very much, everyone. Thanks.
Too easy, mate. And of course, the man in P2 that we just heard before was Peter Wilkinson. Wilco, congratulations on P2, mate.
Thanks, mate. I wasn't going to race this season 10 weeks ago.
I know. I'm glad you did.
I was on the wait list and I said, no, I can't do it. And it was a last minute decision I sent to you and I said, hey, I'm going to have a crack. Why not? My life was not in a very good place at that stage. And I think I had a bit of a wake up call getting 7th in the first race and went, oh, I've got a fair way to go here because I got a lucky 7th here. And what a difference 10 weeks makes. So yeah, I was definitely not supposed to be here. And it's been a blast racing with all you guys and trying to basically have the carrot of Abel in front of me, trying to keep up with him all season, and Steve Williams, which it's unfortunate that he's not here tonight to talk about his season as well. But yeah, the rookies that have come through and trying to lift my game to keep up with them has been something that's kept my mind off a lot of other things this season. And I think I'm pretty happy with the way it went. So thank you to Race Control. Thank you to all the sponsors that bring vets together that have given me this outlet that, yeah, it's been an amazing season. So thank you, everyone involved. And thank you, John, for all the effort you put in to bring this on Friday night to us as well.
Too easy, mate. And of course, the man in P3, of course, was Yusuf Korafides, third in the series. Quick word, Hazy.
Yeah, well, like normal, it would just be the same people we've already done thanks to. And yeah, I'm sure that he's chuffed. He's brand new to the car this season like Abel and first season in vets. And yeah, I thought from the start of the season he was going to do well, and he pretty much did what we expected being brand new to our team. And yeah, very thankful for having him in. He's helping everyone along the way, and we're all getting a little bit quicker because he's in the team. So yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah.
So that wraps up season 25 of vets. I will let the cat out of the bag. I'm not going to mention the other splits only because I can do it for split 4, and I've started doing the rankings this afternoon. But I will say Steve Williams, Abel Verban, Pete Wilkinson, Yusuf Korafides, and Peter Kelly will all be racing in split 3 next season. So congratulations, guys, on being promoted.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so these guys are all the ones that we promoted.
I wanted to take out the championship.
Yeah, so do I.
All right.
No, look, it's a big effort. It's a big step up. Going to have to get bigger elbows. The league is in a very healthy position at the moment. We have, sorry, cough. We have 200 drivers again for the next season. And we have 30 drivers consisting of returning drivers, guys that didn't do enough to really qualify for anything this season. So there's 30 guys on my list that we've got to squeeze back into the system somewhere. So can't really make too many predictions of where people are going to go. But when I look at my list, I can probably say there's probably about 4 guys that are split 1 drivers that have got to go back into the split 1 list. So that's going to put a lot of downward pressure on splits. So that's going to be very interesting to see who out of split 3 comes back to split 4. And looking at the mix at the moment, there's some very, very interesting quick names in that bottom group. So we'll see how it all goes. As I said, pre-qual has started. So if you are on our pre-qual list, please, over the next 7 days or 6 days it is, get some lap times into Bathurst so that we can see where you sit and start working out where you're going to sit in the rankings of all the bigger picture of things across the 4 splits. Don't forget, we also have to go through the phase then of putting things through a pub test in terms of who goes up, who goes down, outside of those that are automatically promoted, as we've already mentioned, the first 5 going up from split 4. And definitely going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. There's some interesting ones in the other splits as well. I think split 2 has an interesting one there where somebody missed the last round and have been pushed up above someone else. So that'll be interesting how that plays out. And there's somebody going up to split 2 from split 3 who's a name that I'm actually looking forward to seeing how he goes in split 2. We'll see how that plays out. That'll all come out in time. So, of course, pre-qual runs till Wednesday, and then that'll give me Thursday night if I get some time to start crunching some numbers. Tuesday we'll have a pub test. When I get back from Adelaide, there may be some discussions in the pub at Adelaide on Saturday night. So if you are South Australian and you haven't got in to the chat and let us know you're coming. I know Dragy's booked a table for 14 odd at the Lakes. And if you haven't said you're coming, let us know so we can organise some more seats. The other catch there is back on the Tuesday. The boys will do the pub test on the Tuesday night, and then we'll do the splits announcement on the Thursday night. And then practice will start, hopefully, for Adelaide. Adelaide will be round 1. We will be there in round 1 on the 18th of December. Then we go into the 2-week break for Christmas, and then we go to the Bend, and then we race out the rest of the season. Dave Coleman's taking bribes, definitely.
Also, if you're going to South Australia for the meet up for South Australia, buy John a beer, you might go for split.
Can I just say one more thing before I head off?
Yep.
Can I just give a massive, massive shout out to, is it Dean Loggy? You call him by the Loggy?
Logsdale, yep.
Longsdale. Big shout out to him for doing the paint jobs for us. So thanks very much, Dean. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
He does a good job, Dean. Yeah, so I would like to say that we'd be back again next week, but we won't be because I'll be in Adelaide next week. I will go through, though, and I will thank our sponsors, of course, with RaceKraft. That's going to be a bit of fun. You might just stop it. Thank our sponsors, of course, with RaceKraft, Player One, Logitech, Nova Sim Sport. We also have in there West End Motor Group, which I think we've got in under Parramatta Isuzu Utes, and Sudspeed as well. And also a big shout out to Bin the Blade Foundation, also the Bale and Stewart Foundation. Those guys absolutely doing a fantastic job in trying to create awareness for the issues of knives with young people. The more we see on TV, that stuff going on, the more we need to get the knives out of people's hands. So a big shout out to Stewie and the team there. And going into next season, I said season 26, entries have closed, pre-quals up and running. We will be doing a support series again. It will be a Mustang Cup that we'll have the entry list go out for that. I think probably about Monday when things quieten down a little bit with entries for the main game. Keep an eye on that. The other thing I'd really like to do, I'd like to first of all thank my fellow management group that sit in the background and make all this happen. And that, of course, is Dave Coleman, Bruce McLeod, Scotty Van Loon. I'd like to thank the guys on the committee as well. Those guys do tireless work in the background that people don't get to see. Reg James with all of our graphics, as you know, usually Monday, Tuesday night, he pumps out all the graphics for all the round. It's a hard gig when you got 200 drivers, 200 different liveries, and we're expecting people to upload liveries for that. But Reg does a fantastic job. He does our trophy or our poster that we send out, AT posters that we send out to our series winners. Reg looks after all that and sorts all that under LCG Images. We do have in Discord, if you haven't seen it already, you can buy merchandise for the league, which is all through LCG Images as well. If your team's looking for merchandise, go talk to Reg. Reg can look after you there. Of course, I also mentioned Logitech G. They're on board with us as well. You know, and of course, RaceKraft. This league doesn't run without our sponsors. The other one with the committee as well, Carl Pickering. He does all of our social media stuff. Does a great job of it. I know we don't smash it out on Facebook, but you know what we do put out is valuable information, and he does a great job with that. Jamie McKnight with the setups. Don't cough, Mark. Jamie does a great job. I had a good talk to Jamie last weekend. I actually dragged him off the floor at work, and he spoke to me for an hour. And Jamie's back again doing setups again next season. He reckons he's finally got these cars sorted out. Michael Stewart. I keep making jokes about servers being set by the A team and the B team. I'm the B team, not Michael. Michael's the A team. He does a sensational job doing that. He also does the coaching with M1 or M1 with the boys on Monday night. We may have a second coaching session with someone else coming next season. I've got to discuss that with the other management guys. A ticket came in this afternoon. Absolutely sensational that these things all happen in the background. There's other people in the background doing things like Peter Baxter. No, he's overseeing the rules. He does jump in sometimes into Discord, make a few comments, which is really, really good. You know, we've got the likes of Pete there, which is absolute legend to lean against. I really want to thank all of the other race control guys. Greg and Anthony and Spriggsy in Split 1. Our DSOs in Mark Duggan. You know, Mark's done that much stuff in the league that it's not funny over the journey. Can't drive anymore because of his health, but, you know, still involved every week as a DSO. Jake Burton, you know, you got a guy who's working as a race engineer in Super 2s, races XLs in real life himself. He's racing Pro Series. He's, you know, won races in Pro Series, won races in Scops. This guy can drive a supercar in the sim, knows motorsport out of the sim. We've got him as a real life DSO in our league, an absolute asset as well. The Split 2 guys, Travis has a party. We threw him in the deep end a bit this season. I think Split 2 came on a bit of fire the other day. But Trav held his own quite well, and hats off to Travis. Travis leaving us this season because of work commitments. He's done a great job. He's been supported by Todd Martin. Todd's first season in race control, another great job in there with Lucas Burt in the safety car. Lucas been driving safety cars for the league now for, I think, about 2 years. And it's great. We've got somebody doing that. Split 3 was Joe Marnie. Troy Stone Street took a season off driving to go sit in race control, and he did Ricky Hyde in the safety car. So we had 2 Split 1 guys drop back to Split 3 and give them a hand. But what I'd really, really, really like to thank is Dave Coleman and Jamie Dyke coming back to Split 4. You know, I told, come back, have a break. It's easy, I said. You know, and we joked about it. We took this photo of 2 beers and $65. And Dave thought he was winning. Didn't realise what he was walking into. No, Dave did a great job. So did Dykey. Really appreciate what they've done with the Split 4 boys. And, of course, I think we had Thomas McMillan. Sorry, not Thomas McMillan. Thomas Freeman. And, of course, Patch, Paul Warwick at the end there doing some of the safety car as well. So great having them. I'd like to thank Will Wilson for all of my flybys that I've done for the broadcast. It's always been great. Friday afternoon, here's the flyby, 2-second job, bang, there it is in the broadcast. He's done a great job. I've been a bit of a tough director for him as well. I want this aircraft doing this angle at that height at this track. Didn't make it easy for him. He's done a great job. Hats off to his piloting skills. And yeah, that's pretty much everyone I want to thank. Of course, Hazy and Mark Dyer for coming in on the broadcast every week. This broadcast is done so much easily when I do have an audience in here. And the last person I'm going to do is throw it to Pete Kelly because he wants to give a shout out as well.
Yeah, thanks for that. I just want to shout out to the Veterans Gaming, just in general, for providing an online space for veterans and serving members to have a space and communicate and keep in touch with other people. Being a veteran myself, racing for the veterans team, it can be quite hard when you leave defense. So things like this and things like other gaming services that we do just help these veterans keep in contact with each other. So obviously not a big thing in the whole scheme of VA veterans, but for the VA veterans to accept us in and let us race and have a chat, it just goes a long way to getting other veterans that might be alienated to come in and have a go. So if there's any other veterans out there that might be racing or want to race, get involved, Veterans Gaming Australia, and come on in. So sorry to hijack your last little
No, absolutely love it, Pete. Like, big fan of Veteran Games Australia. I appreciate the service that all these individuals that have worked in the Defence Forces. Start again. All the people who worked in the Defence Forces, I really appreciate the fact that the service that they've given to our country and to themselves and to their comrades that they've served with. It's a very important part of our society, and I think it gets overlooked quite often. So yeah, wholeheartedly agree with what you're saying, Pete. I've loved having veteran gaming guys involved in our league as well, because that's one of the things I've always talked about with our league. It's not the elite of Split 1. It's not the elite of Split the bottom dwellers in Split 4. We're all the same. We're a bunch of blokes over 40. We've got baggage. We've got this. We've got that. Some of us have got stuff going on. Some of us have retired and life's great. But at the end of the day, it is, we're all comrades. We all share a passion of looking at pixels on a screen going around and round. But for me, I think vets is a bit bigger than just, rocking up on a Thursday and racing. I think it's the friendships, it's the mateships, it's the conversations you have when you're sitting in a Discord server, having a chat to somebody, listening to life stories, and realizing that the problems that you think you have, really ain't that big compared to what's going on with someone else. Like Michael Stewart to me is an absolute hero. That's me personally. The other one I wanted to quickly mention was, don't forget tomorrow night, Split 3 and Split 2 broadcasts. I didn't thank Hamish and I didn't thank AJ and their crews and Fish for what they do as well with their broadcasts. AJ, we needed someone to put his hand up. Needed someone to put a hand up and do a broadcast. AJ did an absolutely ripper of a job. And that was, he's done a great job. He's learnt, he's a couple of seasons deep into it now, and I think he's starting to find his feet and do a really good job with it. He's got a good crew around him doing it. And yeah, so I think on that note, I think we might just wrap this one up. And I think we'll see everybody again on the 19th of December. What am I going to do in the next couple of Friday nights? Yeah, we'll work that one out. That's going to be my problem. I might have to reintroduce myself to my wife downstairs. Anyway, I'll leave you with that one. It's a big thank you again to everybody that's watching, because I didn't thank those out there in in YouTube land that get in, type comments and stuff. It's you guys as well that makes it very easy for us to talk about stuff when you throw stuff in there. On that note, we'll wrap it up and see everybody again next season. Goodbye, 25.
Good night.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
Using the RaceKraft PT1, custom-built full chassis racing simulator. The design project, codenamed The Cage, an 8040 extrusion chassis sitting on top of a Sigma Integrale DK2 Plus 4-point full motion actuator system. No compromises in the cockpit of the PT1 simulator. To maximize the experience, we start with the 49-inch ultra-wide monitor for the greatest field of view in a small footprint of the simulator, down to the SimuCube wheelbase that's tucked up and behind the monitors with SimCore extensions to get things out of the driving area. Everything is connected to a Cube Controls GTX steering wheel with the built-in dash and all the extra button functions available at your fingertips. Driving through the Raceworks S1 pedals, the potentiometer throttle and the 2 hydraulic pedals for brake and clutch ensures you maximize the feel underfoot, and seating yourself into an OMP HTER bucket racing seat with OMP belts connected to a G-belt tensioner to provide that extra feeling and the heightened experience while you're driving. Additional interfaces and accessories in the PT1, we have twin butt kickers, one on either side of the OMP seat, as well as a Jinx sequential shifter, the SimPush Race Logic timer to the left-hand side, a RaceKraft built-in WinSim kit with Philips Hue lighting and a built-in soundbar, plus the OMP side net to finish off the experience in the PT1. The RaceKraft PT1, build number 1, the ultimate in sim racing experience, combining the best products in the market with the passionate, no compromise approach that goes beyond racing simulation.